You know, if I can just say, so I am the youngest of three girls. मैं तीनों बहनों में से सबसे छोटी हूँ और हमारे घर में ये रिवाज था कि मेरी बड़ी बहन बहुत ही अच्छी कुक है, मेरी मिडिल सिस्टर काफ़ी ढंग से मतलब पका सकती है, मैं अंडा नहीं उबाल सकती हूँ, ठीक है? क्योंकि मेरे घर में जैसे मैं किचन के दरवाजे पे आ जाती थी तो मेरी मम्मी कहती थी कि व्हाट आर यू डूइंग हियर, गेट आउट ऑफ द किचन. So I never had an opportunity. I was never given the opportunity. So and I never felt the need. I left home at 16, moved to Mumbai, and then survived on love and fresh air and everything else that was available at that time. So when I had Saira, obviously I had Saira at a time where I understood I'd been through the whole gamut of eating right and everything. So there was inculcated already a decent nutritious diet that was being followed. But our children are not only impacted by what happens at home, they're also impacted very much so as soon as they start school with what happens at school, what happens in friends' homes, ये सब सारी चीज़ें. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे प्ले डेट्स मैंने ऑर्गेनाइज किए हैं अपनी बेटी के लिए जहाँ पे मदर्स मुझे व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस भेजते हैं कि माय डॉटर इज़ allergic. ये तो पहली चीज़ है. हाफ द किड्स आर allergic to the whole gamut of everything. They can't eat soy, they can't eat beans, they can't eat nuts, they can't eat milk, they can't eat fruits, they can't eat ये सब चीज़ें. दूसरी चीज़ है कि शी विल ओनली ईट, तो व्हाट कैन आई मेक दाल सब्जी रोटी ये सब चलेगा? नहीं, शी विल ओनली ईट समथिंग वाइट. वाइट मतलब तो ओनली पास्ता और ओनली राइस, यानी कि नो वेजिटेबल्स, नो दाल, नो ग्रेवी, नो नथिंग. ओके, अभी ये आपका बच्चा है तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू स्कूल योर चाइल्ड व्हेन शी कम्स टू माय हाउस, सो आई विल फॉलो द गाइडलाइंस यू आर सेटिंग फॉर मी. लेकिन विद सायरा व्हाट आई फाउंड इज, एक तो आई हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट एंड से यस, few things that she did trouble me with, not a lot, but what I found is I discovered cooking with my daughter because of my daughter. So if I wanted Saira to eat bhindi, I brought her into the kitchen, we washed the bhindi, we cut the bhindi, we cooked the bhindi together. And in the time that it took her to understand what goes into the preparation of a meal before it gets to the table, made her appreciate that food a lot more. And so she was willing at least to eat what she herself had cooked. कि वो कह नहीं सकती थी कि नहीं मैं नहीं खाऊंगी, अभी तुमने बनाया है बेटा तो खा लो, तुम्हारा हाथ का खाना है. So that really helped. And for me as a mom, I learned with her. So I actually learned a love of cooking along with my child. So it's amazing what all your kids can teach you. I hope at some point of time we're going to advance from bhindi and loki and get somewhere a little bit higher on the food chain. So I think Dr. Samir said something a little while ago, and that's so true, that none of our children are going to die of hunger. This is for sure. And today I find that you have fewer and fewer kids who come to you asking for food, saying, Mama, I'm hungry, can I have something to eat? Invariably, it's the mother asking, Beta, kuch khaoge? I'm not hungry, Mama. Nahi, 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 but you eat this because it's time now. So we're so dictated to. Forget about our kids, even for us, we're so dictated to what has been, sort of inundated into us. Breakfast time, eat your breakfast. Lunch time, eat your lunch. Dinner time, eat your dinner. Regardless of whether you feel full, the body has digested your food or not. And I think, honestly, I have learned maybe from looking at what my parents inculcated, which again goes back to one of the points on the charter about the right impact, how you impact the life of your child, how your choices, your behavior impacts the the choices that your child makes. So for them, my mom and dad were very clear, ki exactly that. Ki if you're not going to eat at the time that this is given to you, you can eat 2 hours later, but the same food will be given to you. You're not going to get anything else. So I think for us to find, today the problem is that it's become very easy. Accessibility to foods has become very easy, even for us as parents. Therefore, we're not so worried. Acha beta ye nahi khayega, chalo I'll try 3 other things and see, that they will eat something, as long as there's food going into them, as long as the child is not hungry, So this for us has become like a kind of a brainwashing ki bachcha ko bhuka mat raho, the stomach is full, it means it's a healthy child. Today, to be very honest, my serving of food to Saira, what goes on her plate is really, again, built from a point of view, not just nutrition, but also building up immunity. Living in a city like Mumbai, you find the kids, falling sick more often, being exposed to a lot more, viral infections, things like that. So again, finding foods that build immunity. And I find sometimes that it's impossible to get that all through just the food on the plate of the child, though it's very possible. But again, we're living in a world where the food itself is, today not the same quality, does not have the same, that same plate does not have the same nutritional value as it did when our parents were eating it. Today with whatever chemicals are being put into the food to grow, to your vegetables, all of that, that nutritional value, I don't even believe is half the amount of what our parents got eating that exact same thali. So sometimes you do need to supplement it, whether it is with a vitamin, whether it is with, natural therapy, whatever you choose that works for you and your child. But I find that when mothers stress themselves out because we've been given a ideal to live up to कि मिसेस पटेल की बेटी क्लास में फर्स्ट आती है वो घर पे ये खाती है ये whatever, so we feel that we've got to live up and match up to the Joneses and make sure that our children, but when that's exactly what we're saying, Grow Right initiative, each child is different, and stop stressing. I mean, I've heard this so many times. Bachcha paida hua hai, first visit to the pediatrician, come back so proud. Oh, doctor says she's in the top, percentile of height and weight and, whatever. What? Why would you do that to yourselves? But the fact of the matter is that we all do it like robots, like machines. So it takes working against the grain. It takes tuning into your child. It takes tuning into yourself as a parent. Find what works for you. I mean, I had no choice. My husband was a professional player. I had to take my daughter and get her on tour when she was 2 months old. If I had to follow things by all the different books that are written, I would have driven myself absolutely stark raving mad. I had to find what worked for my child and what worked for me and what was simplest to follow. And simplest to follow, but that doesn't mean that it was easy then to throw her a burger and a pizza for every meal, but just to keep that flexibility and to give your child, honestly, give your child responsibility. You will be amazed at the results that it produces.
Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and thank you to each one of you right here on the dais. Thank you. Thank you.